However, after a 33-16 season, the Briar Cliff Chargers moved on from their old softball head coach and found a new leader in TJ Eadus. Now, the former Creighton Blue Jay takes over a squad that finished 5th in a loaded GPAC conference. One issue in front of Eadus, though, Briar Cliff lost their 3 top pitchers from last season in Caitlin Kotlers, Maddie Duncan, and Morgan Jones, leaving a big space to fill on the bump. Good news, though, runs will still be produced. Leading hitter Karis Gifford is returning to the squad. As far as Eadus is concerned, she's just ready to get going.
I'm just starting. I'm just excited to be here. I think a lot of it is just helping these girls on their path of graduating and wanting to become better athletes and students.
Eadus and the Chargers will look to continue the success from last season when they begin play in the spring.